After days searching for each other in a foreign world, the first thing the Inhuman royal family does when reunited is split up again. Because, hey, always worked for Scooby-Doo, right? Also, any hope or reason for there to be a season 2 pretty much died tonight. It's Inhumans, Episode 6. The gentleman's name is Gorgon. Hey everyone, D here, and welcome to this week's review of Inhumans. So yeah, spoilers, lots, as if you cared. But they'll be here, you know. Alright, so we are trudging on towards the end of this series. There's only 2 episodes left, and tonight was monumental in many ways. While last week actually had a storyline and some moments that was somewhat redeeming, tonight pretty much pissed all of that away. And we'll dive right into the biggest implication from this week is the death of Gorgon. Yes, one of the main characters in the human royal family is now dead. And this has really bigger implications than just Gorgon's death. Because while many of us have been expecting Triton to suddenly pop up after all of this, maybe being wounded, maybe being in one of Declan's little facilities there being worked on, with Gorgon's death, that pretty much means that no, there is no chance, there is no likelihood that Triton is coming back, which also means that the show killed off one of the main characters in this story in the first 5 minutes of the show. So yeah, Triton's definitely dead. If Gorgon's dead, Triton's dead. Now, it is Marvel. There is always a possibility that there was a return, and considering that we had Aurran's, self-repair ability, and we had Declan talking about our centromeres, and just, oh god, that... Man, Declan can determine anything off of someone's DNA, man. Quick look at DNA can figure out what your powers are, what they're doing to you, and how long that you got. Yeah. Whatever, man. Anyway, so there's a possibility that with Declan's research, they might be using something from Aurran, and that's going to be able to regenerate Gorgon. But I seriously doubt it. The way this writing is, the way the storytelling is, the fact that, no, they have no problem killing off these characters. There doesn't seem to be an interest at that point in a season 2. You're going to run out of characters pretty soon. I mean, this is something that you build up over a long period of time. But like I say, the death of Gorgon means Triton's death is pretty much guaranteed, which means you have nearly half the royal family almost wiped out. A good third of it already wiped out before we get up towards the finale here, for what one might assume was intended to be season 1. Anyway, so yeah, that I don't even know what to say about that. But of course, how that came about is the whole ScobyDoo Split Up, which really did. I mean, there were several things that surprised me in that opening bit. One, their willingness to go ahead and let's split up. After really, they've just been searching all over for each other. They don't have communication. Yes, they know where Declan's lab is and the idea of that. But there's still easily a chance of people getting caught, separated, and disappeared at this point. So, I mean, that's sort of an odd first choice. Now, we do have Gorgon, stepping up in this episode. And his statement about this is Hawaii. And I know what people do here. We help our friends. Oh, Greg, you've been here for like 3 days and now you're Hawaiian. Hung up with a couple of locals and now you're all in. It's just... I mean, come on. And then the best part, okay, they're splitting up. So one can go help out Declan and do the raid and get Aurran and all of that. And the other one, the other 2 can go and get Crystal. Then they asked Louise, how far is this lab? Go east about a mile, it's right there. They're a mile from the lab. In the car, it would be faster for them to just drive everybody there, do the quick battle, and then go and get Crystal, than to split up in that type of sense. It was just, I mean, I thought that they were kind of spread out all over the island. At this point, it seems like most of them were good in one corner if they had just looked around long enough. Except for Crystal, who's up on the north end, getting her first human kiss. That was so cheesy. It was so bad. I don't care about anyone in this show anymore. The taking out the battle, the big battle, over at Declan's lab. You know, I kind of like the idea. I like the idea of Gorgon finding the flaw and not Karnak. That was a cute little moment. I loved Aurran suspecting that Karnak is doing something. Probably could have just shot anyway, just to give it a shot, give it a chance. But then also Karnak saying, please don't shoot me. Okay, somewhat clever moments. The whole ninja taking everybody out was kind of cool. Even the taunting of Mortis, you know, our hipster villain. You know, there was something kind of there, just using the whole mental, you know, battle of the minds there to take him down. There were some interesting thoughts. However, I also love the whole neck pinch thing, and I'm saying that for a reason. What he got for Loyolus? Oh yeah, Loyolus, obvious name guy. Yeah, I remember you. Vulcan neck pinch. That was interesting. The whole battle with Aurran I thought was horrible. It was in the dark. They shoot a lot of stuff in the dark to hide things. It was quick shot. It annoyed me. I don't care anymore, like I said. But the whole thing with Mortis, when he wakes up right there, and the only thing is to push everyone else, Karnak was able to give him a quick neck pinch, but he couldn't reach out and do the little stuff that he did on Loyolus a moment ago. No. And Gorgon, super strong Gorgon, can't knock him out or squeeze him or hit him in the head. I mean, it was... Again, the idea is you got to have more tragedy for the Inhuman royal family to go after, you know, and this is how they manufacture it. I just didn't care at this point. I thought it was dumb. I didn't get why anybody was making those choices, and I didn't care after it was all over. Except I did kind of like Gorgon, but he's dead now. And of course, Maximus, this was his going off the rails episode. Starts out, I don't know, not entirely crazy. Definitely pulling the bottom of the barrel if they're already, for the second mission, pulling the miners out for volunteers to send to Earth. Not much in the security force. I guess he's paranoid. He wants to keep those close to him, but still, not a trained fighter amongst them. And then, after he sends them off, and the comment is, well, what if they died? He's like, oh, well, that'd be good for us. Make people support me more. Right in front of his kid, who he knows is there because he just acknowledged him a moment before. Now, sure, this is a sign of Maximus kind of losing it, not really caring all that much, but overly in your face. It's the same thing like you had Tybor talking about rebellion 10 feet in front of Maximus with just a turn of the face. All right, just don't tell him that we gotta kill this guy, okay? Hey, Maximus, you can't hear me, can you? Good, all right, so we're gonna kill him just a little bit. I mean, that's just poor staging. It's poorly staged moment. Anyway, everything with all that was just totally over the top. Even the threatening of the families when the rebels finally came down, the whole kill for Tybor there, it was just... And then the threatening of the kid, it was... Again, this is just Maximus going off the rails, proving that no, he is insane, and his rule isn't going to be any different, which is to counteract with the whole Medusa argument about, you promised us kids we were going to be different when we came in charge. I guess, yeah, now at the moment of crisis, she's starting to think about her parents anymore, but like I said, I don't care. Alright, a few small points. 1, why does nobody trust Karnak? Karnak says from the beginning of the episode, you know, my king, I'm not doing so well. You want to plan the attack? You know, my brain's not really working right now. You know, I'm not really up to snuff. I don't think I'm the best fighter right now. The most logical person is trying to tell you how he's feeling and nobody believes him. Poor Karnak, man. He can't get a break. Glad they saved Sammy. Though, it was kind of an odd goodbye. Oh, you guys are like him, you got powers? I guess I'm not a freak. See ya! And also, what about Declan's other Inhumans? The one that he's been researching on, that had the videos and of? Could give Blackbolt a nice little instant army. I mean, assuming they're there anymore. Alright, was anybody surprised that Audrey had called the cops? No. Honestly, I thought when they got back to the barn, the lockjaw was going to be gone, that Audrey had some way spirited away and had already called the cops at that point, they had taken the dog. But no, it does conveniently show up immediately after they get to the barn. I did like how they kind of wrapped it all up. Audrey's just like, no, there's an alien dog in that barn! And they open the barn up and there's Louise. So mean, Audrey. So mean. Who then just comes out and says, oh, no, Dave and I, we're a new couple, and this is the ex-girlfriend, and she's jealous. Yeah. I mean, a little clever there. It does sort of conveniently wrap up. Cops, man, they're kind of pushovers. And I guess not worried about the whole stolen car thing, though Louise thought it was. They don't run the plates. Oh, and of course, Declan finally realizes that Max is Maximus, and conveniently keeps all of his research in a handy briefcase. So, alright, so that's going to wrap things up. I'm trying to shoot through all this because tomorrow is the Los Angeles Comic-Con, Stan Lee's Kamikaze, and I still have a bunch of costuming stuff to put together. Going with the family, so check out my Instagram page starting tomorrow afternoon, and you should find some cool pictures of awesome people in costumes. I'll try and share as many of the cool ones as I can find. So, this show, however, only 2 episodes left, and then it's all going to be done, thank God. Get my Friday nights back for a couple weeks until Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back on the 1st. So excited about that 2-hour premiere. We'll get a couple more episodes before they break for Christmas, probably about half the pod. So really, I cannot wait for that. That's why I burned through all this. Was hoping for something good, something interesting from this series, but no, now it's just pushing through until the end. And I guess most of us are just hate watching it at this point. Actually, nobody's watching it anymore. The ratings have dropped. Less than 2 million people, 0.4 demographic, like half of what S.H.I.E.L.D.'s been doing. So, yeah, no chance for this show. Anyway, that's it for now. If you like this rant of mine, please hit the like button. Share, even if you want to do something more. Thoughts, ideas, and comments, you know where to put them, down in the section below. You can always catch me on Twitter and Instagram, like I said. Pictures from Comic-Con coming tomorrow. You can do that at Darren Jakes. Subscribe if you are not, right here, quick and easy. And we'll throw up a couple of our other reviews right here you can check out. Doing a lot right now. They are all awesome. Anyway, so that's going to be it for me. I am D, and I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.